Have you ever felt super inspired to learn how to master the art of rap songwriting, spent days, months, even years studying the careers of your favorite hip-hop artists' songwriting techniques, and yet when you finally sit down to craft your own rap songwriting, you freeze up or can only write a few lines down and realize you don't know how to overcome writer's block? In today's video, we want to expose 10 secrets on how to overcome writer's block for rap songwriting, providing you with hip-hop songwriting tips and techniques based on nearly a decade of running this, YouTube's most subscribed channel on learning how to rap, and even better, using some examples from rap's most legendary artists and telling their journey of how they mastered the ability to overcome writer's block for rappers. Therefore, if you are interested in learning how to improve your rap songwriting, how to use the latest and greatest hip-hop songwriting tips and techniques, and understand a little bit about how the greatest rappers of all time have learned to overcome writer's block, this is the video for you. Number 10 secret for writer's block with rap songwriting is start with a throwaway verse. Most rappers who struggle with writer's block in rap songwriting think they need to use the first verse they sit down to write in a future song. They put an extreme amount of pressure on themselves to write the best verse possible on the first try after they begin their writing session. But after a few years of professionally rapping, I realized that often my second verse that I wrote for the day was more fire than the first because I was warmed up mentally. I had already spent a lot of my writer's block anxiety out by writing the first verse of the day. Therefore, the first secret to overcome writer's block to improve your rap songwriting is to start each writing session with a throwaway verse to mentally warm yourself up. Knowing that you'll throw that verse away, which will take a lot of the pressure off trying to write the GOAT level bars in the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes of any time you sit down to write. Try it out a few times and watch how your second verse, which will really be your first, is much more fire. Number 9 secret to overcome writer's block with rap songwriting is give yourself a time limit. 99% of how to overcome writer's block videos on YouTube will tell you to get up and take a walk or do something else to clear your mind in order to defeat writer's block. Now that sounds good, but stopping in the middle of writing is exactly what got you here in the first place. You think the way that Steph Curry learned how to become the best shooter of all time was by taking a break every time he missed a couple shots in a row? Absolutely not. He got that way by consistently, day in, day out, showing up at the gym and improving his shot within a given time frame. Therefore, don't stop writing in the middle of a writing session in order to solve the problems of not knowing what to write. That's ridiculous. We suggest giving yourself a time limit within each writing session. Let's say 30 minutes where you're gonna write rap nonstop and then take a break. That means write for 30 minutes straight, not judging yourself, and then you can go clear your mind for a few minutes or whatever. Another example of this would be set a 4-hour time limit where you will force yourself to write, record, and complete an entire song from start to finish within 4 hours. Again, you do not need to release what comes out of that 4 hours. Take the pressure off, as we said, but the time limit will help you to annihilate writer's block. Trust me, do this time limit trick consistently for like 1 week straight, and much like secret number 10, you will start to notice that the writing towards the end actually improves because by then you're warmed up. Secret number 8 to defeating writer's block with rap songwriting is take a writer's block coaching course. Now this is the only plug we'll be doing in this video, but perhaps some of your writer's block issues come from not having an organized step-by-step coaching course to work with and keep your motivation up. In our case at How to Rap, we have a free bonus course called Writer's Block is Dead, which is specifically designed for rappers with writer's block that includes storytelling, lyric trainings, and even a 4-hour masterclass on how to use the rap songwriting tips and techniques of artists including Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Eminem, Kanye West, and many others. So click the first link in the video description for more information on those courses, which come as free bonuses to our rap career masterclass. Secret number 7 to overcome writer's block with rap songwriting is listen to a well-known rapper you've never heard before. A lot of other destroy rap writer's block videos on YouTube tell you things like listen to your favorite rapper or listen to a classic rap album to help your rap songwriting issues. Absolutely not. Again, part of the reason you have rap writer's block right now now is because you feel enormous pressure of trying to write at the level of your favorite rappers or the greatest rap albums of all time. A much better system is to listen to a rapper you've never heard before. The reason this will work is because you will gain inspiration from hearing new rap music, but you might get some inspiration from identifying what you don't like about it or what you would do differently if it was your beat. Therefore, it's a much more inspiring, creative, and motivating way to gain new inspiration without overloading your brain with, oh my god, I'll never be as good as this classic album, thinking that might have started your writer's block. So create a small list of rappers you've heard of before but never really studied to listen to, and then take what you can from their work, even if it's just identifying what you don't like. Secret number 6 to overcome writer's block with rap songwriting is the beat against style game. The beat against style game is something I created when I was first learning hip-hop songwriting tips and techniques, where I would find a beat in one style of a rapper, let's say a Juice WRLD style beat, and then I would try to write a rap on it in the style of a totally different rapper. So let's say Jadakiss. Okay, that sounds pretty wild, right? Jadakiss over a Juice WRLD type beat? Yeah, it is wild. And going for a crazy creative challenge like that, I guarantee it will stretch your mental muscles and help you get away from feeling overwhelmed by writer's block in your hip-hop songwriting techniques. So I might think of something like Juice WRLD style beats are kind of emotional and reflective, but Jada tends to come with heavy bars and a mid-tempo flow. So I tell myself, look, I have to find portions of this beat that slow down the energy a little bit and practice writing Jadakiss flow, but with reflective, introverted bars like Juice WRLD. Even just taking those few minutes to think about how to conquer the challenge would help me getting away from the, oh my god, this is so hard to learn style of demotivation that comes with writer's block. So look to use the beat against style technique in order to get your mind off of the closing walls you're feeling when you're learning how to master your rap songwriting when facing writer's block. Secret number 5 is create the song title first, then write a rap about it. Another hip-hop songwriting tip I've used a lot before is just to think of a song title first and then work my way backwards from there. Like finding a beat to match that title, thinking of verses to match the beat style and the song concept. So the easiest way to do this would be look up idioms online because they make for good song titles. An idiom is a common non-literal expression meant to represent an idea in life. So for example, bite the bullet. When I tell you, you just gotta bite the bullet, you know I'm not saying literally to bite a bullet. You know that I'm telling you you have to accept the difficulty of a situation and go through with whatever's required to succeed. Therefore, I could decide I'm gonna write a song called Bite the Bullet. I'd look up beats that would probably match that title. I would think maybe a street banger or a hard-hitting drum-heavy track, and now I know I have to write a song about accepting the difficulties of life but pushing through them. If I then add the time limit rule from secret number 9 and say, okay, I'm gonna write a song called Bite the Bullet in 4 hours or less, now you're really seeing the power of combining these hip-hop songwriting tips and techniques to gain an expert mastery of rap songwriting. Secret number 4 to overcome writer's block as a rapper is the Kendrick Lamar method to crushing writer's block. Remember how we said earlier that it was bad advice to simply stop writing in order to overcome writer's block? Well, there's one exception to this rule, which is clearing your mind before you start writing. That means taking a specific day off away from the stresses of life with no phone, right, away off the grid in order to charge your mind for when you do sit down to write, which is not the same thing as stopping mid-writing session to take a break and clear your mind, right? This is exactly what Kendrick Lamar has done over the last 5 years in between the Damn album and his recent project Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He's on record as saying he purposefully avoided his phone. He spent time in nature, and even on his album release for Mr. Morale, he was in the natural wonder of the country of Ghana with his hair grown out, looking very zen and spiritual. So in your case, you might want to go on a no phone day the day before you plan to write in order to get your mind and spirit right, just like King Kenny did before releasing his new album. Or alternatively, you can do number 3, the Eminem method to crushing writer's block. Now, Slim Shady himself, Eminem, is on record as having said one of the main ways he personally works his rap songwriting is to write 3 verses, 2 or 3 verses on a topic, and then spend a lot of time thinking of a chorus that will tie it all together, all of the themes and topics. Therefore, I would suggest perhaps finding verses of yours that you've already written, take like 2 verses or 3, and then spending a shorter, more focused amount of time figuring out a solid chorus to tie them together, just like Eminem. This is an excellent hip-hop songwriting technique that helps lower your workload as you try to overcome writer's block, right? Because you're just trying to figure out a good chorus, and it helps your overall rap songwriting skills as you become more and more proficient as a chorus writer, which from the careers of artists like 50 Cent and Drake shows that you can make a ton of money just by being good at choruses outside of your prolific ability to write dope lyrics. The number 2 secret to overcome rap writer's block in rap songwriting is the friend favorite method to crushing writer's block. Similarly, you can hack your friend group and crush writer's block by specifically writing a song that will appeal to your friends to get your confidence back. In other words, we all have a friend who likes a specific style of rap, and when we write songs that appeal to that friend or friends, often they'll say they like that song, like that joint was hot. I have one buddy who really likes bar-heavy mid-90s style rap, so if I'm in a writer's block funk, I'll simply find a Griselda type beat or a Cassidy or a Lox type beat and write a track full of witty punchline bars that I know the friend would like. Then I show the friends who like that kind of rap, they say it's dope, and boom, confidence is back after a few people say it's nice, and then you can experiment with your personal favorite styles later on. So keep the friend favorite method in your back pocket as well if you're struggling with confidence on top of not knowing what to say in your rap songwriting. And the last secret to overcome writer's block with rap songwriting is, look, no great work is ever finished, it's only abandoned. Look, this is an old expression that is sometimes attributed to Pablo Picasso, the legendary painter. You know him, right? I feel like Pablo. What this is saying is that you as a creative person are always gonna feel like you could have done more on a particular track or album. No career as a musician ever feels fully complete for the artists themselves. That's why you see rappers like Jay-Z coming back to rap in his 40s with the Black Album, and then even dropping bars in his 50s most recently. Paul McCartney of the Beatles is touring in his 70s, coming up on 80. And of course, the athletes like Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, and many others coming back after supposedly retiring. They just can't stop. You're never gonna feel fully finished. So learn to accept that this is part of the deal you've made as a creative person and get back to writing the next major anthem, right? You're just gonna have to do it. So with that being said, I wanna see you in the comments. Which of these 10 secrets are you going to do first, or is something new for you? Be sure to check out the free bonus course that we mentioned there in the video description, but definitely want to see you in the comments. I've been your host, the big homie Drew, here for How to Rap, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.